Most of America know what is and isn't their lawful right to do on someone else's telephony, or someone else's computer, or someone else's life and livelihood. The other day, a homeless man was standing outside of a Dollar Tree working on a project of text to speech as well as speaking on the phone that he has very limited opportunities to do. A young woman was more than obvious in her attempt to come down from what looked like a pet shop to approach him. When she approached him, not only did she use sort of a rude approach, but then she tried to solicit to see whether he wanted her to buy him a drink. She was 1/3 his age. Not only is that offensive to most men of our generation in the 50s, but it was also inappropriate as the young woman was on her break for her corporation. The other aspect of data with regard to that situation was she sort of had a look on her face of, I'm going to handle this, I'm going to control this, I'm going to do this, meaning she was setting up the homeless man for a play so that she can complain to a police department, which sure enough she absolutely did. Well, as she departed the store after she was vehemently told, no, I don't need anything from the homeless man, she brought her manager back because her attitude was that the man on his phone was busy talking about her, talking to her. That wasn't exactly true, but it was sort of true because he was trying to file a complaint on her behavior because she was quite inappropriate with her response to being rejected. Very, very unusual and very, very rare. And the idea on her face was, I've got you now. That's what most 50-year-olds would have seen. What she did was bring back a person of more maturity, probably in his late 30s, and a beard from probably her company of her friendship, and he came back and started to threaten the homeless man and tell the homeless man how to behave. Now, the homeless man's in his 50s, so that should have been his first indication not to behave that way. The second part, he was doing it all on his company time. And the third thing was he actually verbally threatened the man and pretty much promised he was going to pound him down. Underneath the guise of self-defense, the homeless man decided to walk away because he actually moved himself, that employee of that pet store related to Banfield Hospital, moved himself into the physical space where the homeless man had departed from. So that showed there was an aggressor that was escalated now a third level. They did indeed call police in the midst of the fact that they chased that homeless man, if you consider it from the perspective of the people watching, off the property into the pouring rain. So every aspect of his property bags were ruined. But here's what else happened. When the homeless man did not want to provide his name because of the difficulties he's been living through that are related to police officers and other people in cybercrime, identity theft, and fraud on his life from that particular store employees doing their kind of gaming things on their breaks from that company, he found that the police department took a bag away from him, took it out in the rain, and destroyed his personal portfolio. He didn't learn that till a little bit later. You see, young children don't understand life, and employees of companies should not even be bothering to solicit someone in their brief break on the job, which is actually a paid employment break.